Yeah, yesterday I tried doing this on my laptop, and I thought I'd kind of check and see how this would do on my phone. It looks a little bit darker, but anyway, I thought I'd give it a try just to see if I ever wanted to do a daily update on my phone when I'm out of town, or not really out of town, but away from the house, or it's late, or something comes up that seems good to talk about. I'm really disappointed in myself today. The one thing I've learned over the past 2.5 weeks is that the food thing is entirely mental. 100%. I really didn't believe Tiffany almost the first time she talked about, no cravings. It seemed like BS. Like, it seemed like, I'd never experienced anything like that in my life. And as every day went on, I kept commenting to her, I'm not craving this. I don't feel like pizza. I don't feel like whatever. It just blew my mind. And every day went on, and every day it just didn't affect me. I was scared to go to the grocery store the first couple days, because I thought, I'll see that, Twinkie or pizza or Coke, and I'll just grab it out of, that's because that's what I did. I used to always try and eat before I'd go to the store, just to kind of curb the craving so I wouldn't go crazy. Maybe I'd only buy a bag of chips, or I'd only buy some oatmeal pies, but I wouldn't go nuts, if I was not hungry. And it wasn't like that. I could walk around the store confidently with no issues at all. And just the same old things. I'd walk by the donuts and chocolate milk, and it didn't faze me at all. And it just was more and more apparent that the reason I've been so successful up to this point was entirely my mental mindset, and how much, much better place I've been in the past 2 weeks. And a lot of that had to do with talking to Tiffany every day. And anytime I ever had an issue, I could call her, and I knew that, and that was my number one tool, and it would be okay, and I'd be okay. Or I'd talk to my mom or my brother or somebody at work. I've never been so open in the past 2.5 weeks about my eating and exercise. And, I know that the reason I've been that way is that for the first time in my life, I really feel like it's real, and there's going to be change, and there is change. But, and it's not something to say, oh, hey, I'm working out, and then in 2 days I've messed it up. Every single day I've believed that this is who I am from now on, and that nothing was going to change. And I had a really tough day yesterday. And I talked to Tiffany about it, and it was, I never felt tempted. I never wanted to do anything. And, she always talks about habits where you fail sometimes. It's you do things out of habit more so than the craving for sugar or pizza or wheat or whatever the stupid, whatever the stupid thing is. And today was just as bad, and just awful. And I'm not going to, go into detail because it's pointless. It's just, at this point, it would just be excuses. And the reason I'm ashamed of myself is that I know what I should have done was call Tiffany. And this never would have happened. But I didn't. And I don't know why. I thought it multiple times, and, in the past, I've had kind of, issues with anxiety and panic, and I was having a panic attack, and 9 times out of 10, the way I get over panic attacks is I talk to somebody. That's the way I get over it. And I was just so dejected and so upset with myself, and I hated myself for a moment again today, like I used to all the time. And I just kind of thought, I'm a piece of shit. This isn't going to work. And that, I got so negative. And just so sad. And I, walked into my old restaurant, that they automatically know me and it's the usual and what the hell's going on? We haven't seen you in 3 weeks, and now it's lies because I'm ashamed that, of all the good that I've done, and I've been busy at work, and yeah, you want the usual, and yeah, and I'm sitting down in front of 3 huge slices and a pizza and a Coke, and just devouring it and hating myself and just, fighting back tears and just mad. And, man, I'd done so much good. Anyway, and I guess to kind of, I haven't even talked to Tiffany yet. All I've done is left her a message. And I was really ashamed. I didn't know how to be honest and talk about it. And I thought, I'll send an email. And I finally got the courage to call her and left her a message. And I still didn't really say, I just said it was a bad day. And I've had bad days before. But, so I guess this is the way I'm now telling her. But then I decided I'm going to beat the hell out of myself. And, the gym I've been working at, they've got these stairs, and I thought, I've never done them before. They scare the hell out of me. And the only thing to do is just to do these stairs and maybe, just do, prove to myself that, I'm not a total fuck up today, I guess. And I mean, I did. I beat the hell out of myself. At 5:30, I started doing stairs. I walked up 4 flights, 6 times. I mean, the thought of even doing 1 used to terrify me, and I just kept forcing myself. I said, I'll do 2, and then I wanted to do 5. And then I thought, 6, 6. I can do 6. I can do 6. And I got that done. And then right after that, a class, like a cardio strength kind of class, doing burpees, walking, running, or my version of running, different types of push-ups, just all nonstop, for over an hour. I did that. And I mean, I'm still wheezing a little bit. I beat the hell out of myself for 2 hours. And, I honestly don't feel that much better. The people I was working out with, they thought, my God, you should be so proud of yourself. And, man, I really wish, I was more proud of myself. Because physically, with all the work that I've done with Tiffany, man, I'm better than I've ever been physically. I'm walking farther. I feel so much better. I wouldn't have done any stairs if it hadn't have been for the skinny coach and doing everything that I've done. But beating the hell out of myself at the gym, I don't know. It didn't make me feel any better. Because I know that, just working out really, honestly, doesn't mean dick. It doesn't mean anything. Sorry for the language or whatever, but it's a small part of what I have to do. My eating and my food, sticking to the plan, making my commitments and not, breaking them. It's the only path to what I want in life, I can't lose weight and not eat right, I can't just work out. It's not good enough. And, I've just been looking at we did an activity where I wrote down all the things that I, could lose or would lose from eating just one more bite. And I've just been kind of looking at it and reading that list. And I mean, it's some of the most important things to me in my life. It's stuff that if I don't accomplish, it's not a life. It's a wasted life. I can't look back on my life if I don't accomplish the things on this list and say, I did my best and I had a good life and I was a good man and, you know, I don't know. I just, I guess I'm beating myself up a little too much tonight. But I don't know. I hope it's a good. I hope today doesn't happen again. Because I know it kind of just. If today happens again, it's, you know, it can just snowball. And I can't afford that, you know. Anyway, so I guess that's it for the night. But you know, I really believe that I'm going to do a lot better tomorrow. You know, I'm not going to be better. I'm going to, you know, be perfect. That's the only, I got to keep asking myself, you know, to be perfect with food. And, you know, I got to be perfect. It feels that way. And, you know, that's not that much pressure. I was perfect for, you know, almost 2.5 weeks. And it wasn't that hard. You know, I just couldn't control, you know, the mental side today. I couldn't control my emotions. I couldn't control my anger. I couldn't control anything. And I had all the tools there. I knew exactly what I needed to do, and I just didn't do it. I decided I gave up on myself a little bit today, and, you know, I feel recommitted, but, you know, still pretty ashamed. So, anyway, that's it.